Hey guys, welcome back to King Creek. If you're new here, I'm Mallory and we're a homestead located in Northwest Louisiana. Today I'm going to be giving y'all an update on my flower garden. So I posted a video a couple of months ago that I was planting 100,000 wildflower seeds and my garden has started blooming. So I'm going to kind of show y'all what's going on there. Definitely didn't get 100,000 flowers, but it's still a really pretty little part of our homestead. And I've also got some seeds I need to plant in our vegetable garden, so I'm going to take y'all along with me for that. Let's start with our sunflowers. So this one's probably about 6 feet tall, but they get shorter as they go along this fence line. I don't know why that is. I was hoping they would all be this height, but they're still really pretty. I've gotten a bunch of smaller ones that I've already picked. This garden is a mixture of cut flowers and wildflowers, so I can't wait for this one to bloom because it's going to be huge. So our next flowers, y'all are gonna have to help me on this. My mother and my grandmother and other older people that I know around here have always called these flowers zinnias, but other YouTubers I've watched, I've heard them called zinnias. So I don't know if this is just a southern way of saying it or if my family's been saying it wrong my whole life, but let me know in the comments what you call these flowers, but I'm gonna keep calling them zinnias until y'all tell me different.
I planted so many of these zinnias, and as you can see, I got all of the colors of the rainbow. Some of them are these single zinnias, and then I have the double zinnias as well. I think this peach colored double zinnia is my favorite.
Last, I'm going to just show all the wildflowers together. There's a bunch of different types, and I honestly don't know what they're all called.
I really got a beautiful array of colors here with these wildflowers. I think next year I'll probably tarp this area off in the winter and make sure everything's good and dead underneath before I plant my flowers, so that way there's not so many weeds mixed in. But overall, I got a good full flower garden.
I'm in the garden now, and I'm going to try to get these seeds in the ground pretty quick because it's getting hot pretty quickly out here. I'm going to show you what I'm planting. These are jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. These will just be like your regular old size pumpkins, but these are exciting. These are going to be giant pumpkins. They say they can get up to 100 pounds on the seed package, so that's what I'm hoping for. I want to grow like some really big pumpkins just as decorations around the house, and then we'll feed them to the chickens. I'm going to plant some more sunflowers. These are called Pike's Peak. They're supposed to get 15 feet tall, so I'm hoping with the compost and just the better soil conditions in this garden than my flower garden that we're gonna really get some tall, beautiful sunflowers. I've got 2 packages of these, so I'm gonna do a whole row. And then I've got some cantaloupe. I don't think I'm gonna get to planting it today. I've got a row that still needs to be weeded in our new section of our garden, and the weeds do not come out easy over there. The soil's a lot more compact and dry. So I may leave that for Stetson to weed. I did a ton of weeding this weekend and I'm just kind of burnt out on that part of gardening. So I'm gonna let him kind of prep that row and then we'll get the cantaloupes in maybe later this week. Just kind of break up the soil here and loosen it up. It's a little compact. I had onions planted here and I just harvested those last week. I posted a video last week of that, so if you want to check that out. But just gonna kind of loosely break it up. I'm gonna start with these giant pumpkins. Some really big seeds, so I'm hoping they actually will be giant. I actually had more giant pumpkin seeds than I thought I would, so I'm gonna do giant pumpkins in this row too. Next, we're gonna do a whole row of these Pike's Peak sunflowers. If you see me keep like peeking over my shoulder, we got rid of that alligator, but now there's a possum that keeps like roaming around during the day. And it's kind of freaking me out because like they're nocturnal and maybe it's got rabies or something. So he may have to go get relocated like the alligator did. All right, last but not least, we're gonna do these regular sized pumpkins. I'm gonna plant them here where we originally planted sugar snaps, but those never took off. So I'm gonna do these instead and try to train these pumpkins to grow up this trellis. All right, I got the sunflowers and the pumpkins planted, and Georgia's waking up for her nap, so I think I'm gonna end the video there for today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you wanna see the progress of our garden and our flower garden this summer.